Welcome aboard, travel enthusiasts. Today, I'm embarking on a luxurious journey from London Heathrow to Toronto on Air Canada's Boeing 777-200LR. I'll be flying business class, and I can't wait to show you all the perks and amenities on this transatlantic flight. If you're new here, I do airline trip reports and travel vlogs. So if you're passionate about the thrill of takeoffs, the joy of landing in new destinations, and the magic of in-flight experiences, you're in the right place. Fasten your seatbelts, hit subscribe, and let's take off on this incredible journey. But before we get to the actual flight, let's start with a quick tour of Heathrow's Terminal 2. Terminal 2, also known as the Queen's Terminal, is a state-of-the-art facility featuring modern architecture and a wide array of shopping and dining options. It's one of the busiest terminals at Heathrow and home to all of the Star Alliance carriers, serving millions of passengers annually. If you want to see my full tour of Terminal 2, you can click the link above. Prior to my flight, I spent some time at Air Canada's Maple Leaf Lounge, which is reserved for premium and elite frequent flyers, and is a sanctuary of comfort and style. With cozy seating, amazing views, and even showers, it was the perfect place to relax before my flight. The lounge offers a variety of snacks, hot food options, beverages, and it's an excellent place to unwind, catch up on work, or simply enjoy the serene atmosphere. But soon it was time for my flight, and I made my way down to the departure gate B37 for the flight. B37 is located immediately adjacent to the lounge, and boarding was a breeze, thanks to the priority access for business class passengers. Air Canada's crew greeted us warmly as we stepped aboard the Boeing 777-200LR, one of the most advanced long-range aircraft in their fleet. Air Canada operates a small fleet of Boeing 777-200LRs, and they usually operate on ultra-long-haul routes to Australia, India, etc., but are also sometimes put onto domestic or other international routes where they need extra capacity. This aircraft combines efficiency with an impressive range of approximately 17,000 kilometers or 9,000 nautical miles. My seat for today's flight is 7K. This flight was originally supposed to be on the B787, so when the aircraft was changed, I was moved to this seat. And while it's nicely tucked away with some added privacy since there's no one beside you, the downside is that there's only one window. But what a view from that window. There's nothing quite like the sight of that massive GE90 engine ready to power us across the Atlantic. When I arrived at my seat, I found the usual blanket, mattress, pillow, a bottle of water, an amenity kit, and noise-canceling headphones. Now, let's take a closer look at the seat itself. The Collins Aerospace Super Diamond seat is designed for fully lie-flat capabilities and comfort, with a few cubbies and other storage spaces, and a nice entertainment system. The current seats were introduced by Air Canada in 2018 and are definitely beginning to show their age. Our Boeing 777-200LR has a total of 40 seats in Signature Class, spread out in a 1-2-1 reverse herringbone configuration, with window seats angled towards the window across 11 rows and direct aisle access for every passenger. The seats have touchscreen controls on the side, which have some presets for landing, takeoff, reclined, and fully lie flat, but you can adjust to your own comfort as well. There's also a massage function, which is a nice touch. Once seated, I was offered a choice of welcome drinks and opted for a glass of ginger ale. While the rest of the passengers get settled into their seats, let's look at the menu for today's flight and the entertainment system. First off the menu, AC 855 departs approximately midday from London, so there'll be a dinner service after takeoff and a light meal service prior to our arrival in Toronto. The dinner menu had an appetizer of smoked duck, date puree, and grilled apples. For the main entree, there was a choice of 4 items: braised beef, chicken biryani, cod fillet, and a spinach and ricotta pasta. What should I choose? Keep watching to see my selection, and why you should steer clear of it. Moving on to the entertainment system, if you've been following my channel for a while, I've done a few reviews of it already, but let's go over the main points again for new viewers. The system is manufactured by Panasonic Avionics with an 18-inch touchscreen. The system interface enables customers to browse in approximately 15 languages and discover more than 1,000 hours of entertainment. There's a large selection of movies, TV shows, music, and of course my favorite, the moving map. Here's an interesting fact. I read somewhere that to consume all of the in-flight entertainment on board Air Canada, customers would have to fly Toronto to Hong Kong 72 times, or around the world approximately 22.5 times. That's a lot of flying. As I mentioned earlier, Air Canada's business class product is getting a little long in the tooth. So Air Canada has recently announced that they will be debuting a new business class product when their recently ordered 26 Airbus A321XLR aircraft start arriving in 2025. Rumor has it that the new signature class private pods will come with sliding doors, and they're using the design firm Acumen. Acumen has been responsible for some amazing designs like JetBlue's Mint business class. I would also love to see Air Canada adding exterior cameras to their wide-body fleet with this new cabin refresh. With the plane loaded up, we've just pushed back and are now taxiing out to runway 27 left. As we turned onto the taxiway, I saw the Qantas 100-year special livery Boeing 787 that I had spotted from the lounge earlier. The anticipation is building as we get ready for takeoff. I love the sound of the GE90 engines at full throttle, so buckle up and enjoy the takeoff, everyone. Once airborne, we made a right turn northward, and the crew came by to refresh my drink and brought some mixed nuts for me to snack on. If you're enjoying the trip report thus far, please do like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to support the channel. Upon reaching cruising altitude, the crew came around to begin the meal service. The meals started off with a delicious appetizer of smoked duck, date puree, and grilled apples, accompanied with a salad and some warm bread. The stage was set for the main course. I went on a limb and chose the turmeric and paprika cod fillet accompanied by couscous and vegetable ratatouille. When it arrived, I noted that the size of the fillet was generous, and the presentation was very neat. However, the sauce on the fish seemed excessive and very thick. I wonder how it's going to taste. Well, the cod was cooked nicely, but I found the turmeric was way too overpowering, so I removed the sauce and had the fish naked. I will note, however, that the couscous and vegetable ratatouille complemented the dish well, but I would definitely suggest that you try something else on the menu instead of the turmeric cod. For dessert, there was a chocolate hazelnut cake, which was absolutely divine, an excellent and sweet ending to make me forget about that fish entree for sure. Let's take a look at the Air Canada Business Class Acqua di Parma Amenity Kit. Acqua di Parma is a luxury brand from Italy known for their fragrances. And Air Canada had briefly switched to a fabric pouch for this kit, but I'm very happy that they've switched back to this style. The contents inside, while nothing extraordinary, are definitely appreciated, including socks, a microfiber cloth, a dental kit, an eye shade, earplugs, and some Acqua di Parma products. As we cruise across the Atlantic, the cabin lights were dimmed, creating a peaceful atmosphere. The lie-flat seat makes it easy to get some rest, or you can enjoy the extensive entertainment options. I decided to watch the movie Ferrari, which is a biopic on Enzo Ferrari's life. A pretty good movie, actually. Then it was time to take a little nap before arriving home in Canada. When I woke up, we were flying over snow-covered northern Quebec, and about 2 hours before landing, the light meal was served. Egg salad and cucumber sandwiches, accompanied by a warm biscuit, fruit, and yogurt. This was simple yet satisfying, just what I needed before arriving at our destination. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the absolutely amazing crew on my flight. They were attentive, quick, and always smiling. It just made the flight that much more enjoyable. Soon, we were over the Greater Toronto area on a lovely March afternoon with just some scattered clouds as we flew over Stouffville, Markham, and Vaughan before finally lining up runway 23 at Toronto Pearson for landing. Enjoy the landing. As we approached the terminal and deplaned for the long walk to Canadian Immigration and Customs, I reflect on what an incredible journey it's been, starting all the way in Dubai on Gulf Air and ending with this experience in Air Canada's signature class on the Boeing 777-200LR. As I've said before, Air Canada isn't the flashiest or sexiest of airlines out there, but they do a decent job and have an excellent safety record. There's definite areas for improvement, especially around food and ground services. I've taken nearly 200 flights with Air Canada, so I think I have a pretty good sample size from which to form an opinion. Thank you so much for joining me on this transatlantic adventure, and if you've made it to the end, please don't leave before subscribing, hitting the like and bell icons for more travel reviews. Safe travels, everyone, and I'll see you in my next video.